Welcome everyone. I'm joined here today by Rutendo, a wonderful teenage author who has just written her second book. It came out last year, but I'm just really fascinated by the fact that you are this young and writing this kind of book. I mean, it's amazing. You published your first book at the age of 12, is that correct?
I did.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What made you want to start writing in the first place?
The inspiration came from when I was thinking of a birthday present when I was around 9. I was thinking, what should I get my best friend Sophie as a birthday present? And back in my time, I would always go all out on birthday presents. So I knew that she liked writing, and she also went to a writing club with her friends. So I thought, for her birthday, why don't I write a book for her birthday and gift it to her? So I started writing, and long story short, I got a book and gave it to her.
Wow, that's amazing. What a fantastic gift to give a friend. So personal. And I imagine it also took a long time to actually get the whole product together and giving it to her. That's amazing.
It took a long time.
Yeah,
I had some replacements to do for like I had to give her like these like rock thingies painting, and I was suggested one time if I should give it to paper, and I was like, the book and paper, and I was like, no.
Oh, it has to be just right. Perfect.
Yeah.
I also imagine that really like spurred you on to actually get the book out there and actually publish it as well. It like must have given you some proper motivation too.
Yeah. I was just thinking before, like my dad encouraged me to do my dad encouraged me to get the book I wanted to give the book by itself, like just one book, but then I realized we couldn't do that, and my dad said, oh, just why don't you sell it to other people and give it to family and stuff to inspire people.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. I love that. I love that your family's really rallying around you to get this done too. That's amazing. Really supportive. I know that a lot of authors also draw from like their personal experiences in life, and you seem to do the same with, Rachel in your books. Like she's obviously school age, so you're kind of pulling from those experiences, but there are also some fantasy elements in there too. So where do your ideas come from?
So when I was writing my first book, some of my ideas came from TV I used to watch. I used to watch this show called Free Reign, and there was this person who was the main character who rode a horse, and I was like, oh yeah, why didn't I ride a horse? And then back a few years ago, I watched this elf show, and then I was like, oh yeah, I should make it based on elves and a girl who rides a horse. And then that was my idea, and I did it based on a necklace. I don't know why, but I did it based on a necklace, and yeah, and it all and my ideas filled up, and it all got put together.
Wow. Okay. There's a lot of things like that kind of come together from all of those little bits of your life as well. That's really cool. So you like to watch Free Reign? Do you like horses as well?
I haven't ridden a horse. After my book, this lady offered me an experience to ride a horse, and I did, and it was pretty nice. And then for school camp, I rode a horse as well, and it was pretty cool as well. I don't really ride horses, but I was thinking of a horse as an idea, and it worked out.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool that you got to experience that from writing this book. That's amazing. So lucky. So cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, a lot of people do try to write, and it can be pretty time consuming, and also you experience writer's block, and that's not super fun. But what is the part about writing that you absolutely love? What's the most favorite thing about writing for you?
Putting all my ideas in the story and just writing and spending time on it. When the creativity comes, you just write it down, and then you just and then I try to talk to my parents about it, and then I watch YouTube videos to help inspire me. My favorite part is just writing it down, getting the idea, and writing it straight down.
Oh yeah, very true. Because I sometimes feel like a lot of people can be put off by, I have all these ideas, but I don't know how to formulate them, or I don't know how to put them on the page. So I guess a really good piece of advice is just get all of your ideas onto the page and then figure it out later, maybe.
I for my first book, I was a pantser. I just pantsed everything. It took me 2 months. It was pretty quick. I don't know how I managed to get it done because I hated writing at the time. Because the subjects I'm not good at, I just don't like it. Yeah, so I was pantsering all the way, and then for the second book I did the same. I'm trying to like find more ways to actually plot my ideas down with the third book and more books to come.
Oh, very good. I guess it just comes with practice, right? Like you start off with one thing and maybe later on you learn like what to do, what not to do. So I'm sure like by the time you get to, I don't know, your fifth or sixth or like 10th book, you're going to be a pro at it. Like absolutely no problems whatsoever.
Oh, I know you can go.
And then you go, it's okay.
Oh yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, when I was writing the first book, I had to experience all these things, and then the second book, things got slightly easier, and I hope that the process will be slightly easier, and there'll be less errors when I do editing and all that type of stuff.
Definitely. I think the fact that you're already starting now, like by the time you get to my age, you will be phenomenal at it. I'm very sure. Because it's all just about practice. Practice makes perfect. I get that. Do you have any more books in the works actually?
Oh yeah, I do. I am on the works of my third book of the series, and I'm excited about this because it's kind of inspired by Ramraids, because I did this like survey, and I did this survey, and then I was like, oh yeah, why don't I kind of write it based on that? I had like this original idea, but then I just kind of expanded it a bit more, and then I was like, oh yeah, that would work kind of. It's just a fictional twist.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I think it brings, what we're currently going through or what's been pretty recent into a book. That's super interesting. It's like a timestamp. Okay. Do you have any ideas of what the title might be?
I usually just like write the story down, and then I just have to think of a title. It's just this time I wasn't fortunate to come up with a title. Like I had this other title, but then I kind of changed it up, changed the story, and just made it be based on that Ram Raid inspiration and with a fictional twist and stuff.
That's fantastic. I imagine you've also seen like your books in the libraries by any chance?
It's hard because I'm self-published, but I have seen my book in the town library, and I am hoping to get into more libraries. I got my book at a bookstore recently, and I have it in 2 bookstores, which is really cool. And I have it around schools in the South Waikato. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And you've also been like, in articles in the Waikato Times as well. I read that one earlier. That must be so exciting. How do you get that publicity going? I guess you've got your mum helping, your dad, like what's going on there?
I like email people. Sometimes it's hard because they don't answer me at all. But then I like got help, and then I like, oh yeah, why don't we do Waikato Times? And then I did it and it worked, and we talked, and then it came on the paper for a phone call. I just usually email people, but sometimes when you email people, they don't answer you until you follow up, and that's what I learned recently, which has been really helpful, but annoying at the same time.
I know. You sometimes do just need to keep following up. So in order to get someone's attention, that makes sense. And your family and friends have also read the book as well, I'm assuming. Did you like get to hear what they thought of it? Are any of the characters based on family or friends?
Not really. I just made the characters up like by my mind. So one of my friends that I gave to the present, she really liked the story, and then one of my other friends shipped some of the characters, and I was like, oh, yeah. But then I might have to take that into consideration, like shipping, I guess. But I'm not really a romance type of person, so it doesn't really work with me. So yeah, they liked the books and they enjoyed it, and they complimented it, and they said, oh, I like how it matched it up and connected, and there was some references from the other book.
That's so cool. And also, what did the friend that you made it for her birthday? What did she think?
She was like really shocked and really surprised, and she was like really happy. She's like, thank you, and all that type of stuff. And she read the book and she liked it.
That's so amazing. I feel like I'm gonna have to get a lot better at gift giving now because you've set the bar really high.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just want to like finish up and ask you, a few little things about, are you reading anything at the moment? What is your favorite type of book to read?
So I bought out the book I was reading. I was reading the second book of Blighted Ones and trying to get out of reading block. So this is the book I'm reading. So yeah, I read the first book last year, and then I found out in the library that it had another book, and I was like, oh, why don't I get it? And I've started reading it, so I'm hoping to get that done and finish it.
That's so cool. I love when you find like a really good series and there's just like so many books, or like there's more and more coming out. Like, yes, I get more of my favorite characters. That's fantastic. And one more thing, do you have any advice that you would give to young and aspiring authors?
My advice would be is to like go out of your comfort zone and risk it and do it. And this and life is short, so when you risk stuff and do it, you enjoy it and not regret it, because it's something you'll do and it's a work that you're proud of, and that you should not give up and think, oh, what, and because if you give up, you'll be like regretting, oh, why did I not write this? It would have been so cool. So just keep on working and believing in yourself, and you will not regret it. Thank you.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your time today. And I mean, I can't wait to see what your next book is like going to be like. And I also want to know what the title is because I'm very nosy. But I'm sure that when it comes time to being published, you will let us know. And yeah, all the best for the future. I know it's going to be very bright for you. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.